Okay, everybody, today I just want to come in and just really quickly tell you some of the things that I learned about things that happen into my life. I just wanted to touch a little bit of basic about in life when you are ready to move on and to really get rid of something that it's not useful for you anymore, and how it works and how it actually come to pass. And I realized this just by watching by watching the nature, how it works. And then I realized that I can just rely that in my life as well. Sometimes we are ready to move on, and we know that something is not useful for us anymore, and we need to just get rid of that and be able to get rid of the old, that it's not useful for us anymore, so we can have the new stuff coming into our lives that can bless us. But I realized that those things come into little stages, and there's different things that happens to us and how that works. And this whole thing, I realized it by just watching my dead tree that has been standing in front of my yard, in my front yard, for a while. So I had this dead tree that has been there for a while, and so I noticed that it's been dead, that it needs to get out, that I need to get rid of it. So the first step is to realize what's going on, the awareness. So I was aware that that tree is dead, and so it comes to us in the same way with some things that are not useful for us. Some, I don't know, relationships, or some habits that we have, some things that they're not correct for us anymore, and that we need to get rid of it. So the first step is awareness. So I was aware of that tree, and I've been looking for quite some times. Then there was a storm, I think last week, pretty big storm here, windstorm. They actually put down my tree, and I realized, wow, that is pretty neat. And so that is the other stage, to actually put it down, realize it, and then put it down. Have the wind, have that strong things that pushes it so much that you can handle it anymore. And finally, you just push it down. Get rid of that. Get rid of all the things that they're not correct for you anymore, and you realize it, and then they come down. But then when they come down, sometimes they're still attached. I noticed that that tree, it was still in my yard. It was still, I'm still attached to that tree. I'm still attached to some of the things that I need to get rid of in my life. So I noticed that there is another step we need to do. So I need to just try to cut him off, and just so I can hold it off. And then I had some help and do that. But then I realized still that there is a part, some branches, some roots are still, I have the last little bit of that tree that it poked up, and I left a hole, and there is some branches, some roots that are still connected. So another step from doing that is eventually me having those roots completely cut off, and have that, hold it out and completely get rid of that. And so that's also for us spiritual being as well, and for herself and our emotion and things that we are working towards on fixing and changing, and get rid of the old, that it's not good for us anymore, and replace it with something else. So, but anyway, now it's going to be a hole there after I will get rid of that roots and stuff. So another step of our physical and spiritual things that it's connected, eventually I would have to go there and fill that hole with something else, replace it with something else, with something good, maybe with some other dirt, with some other fresh and new dirt, or something that is more compatible. And I just want you to really think about that, how those analogies are really related, not just with that tree, but also with our spiritual and emotional well-being. So anyway, I realized that yeah, sometimes we see the things that we need to get rid of, and we need to do our part, but it comes in different stages, and it just comes when it's the right time for us. And like I said, I was aware that that tree was dead over there. And so sometimes we are aware that there's some things that we need to get rid of, but maybe we're not ready until that big shock, that big wind comes and make us realize, okay, that's not good for me anymore. And then we finally are be able to let it go. But then still, we're not completely letting it go, but we're still need to clean it up our mess, cut it up, hold it out, and then get rid eventually of that root and cut the roots, and then take care of that hole that it's there now, and take care of it and fill it in with good things. Anyway, I hope this will help you through some of the stages that you're in your life. I just I encourage you to look around nature and look around the things that you do, and see how those things teaches us as well. But I thought that was really interesting, and I love to see those things in nature, and they can teach me spiritual things. So anyway, I just I want to invite you to like and share this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. And I hope this will help you a little bit to figure it out. What's your next step? What part are you in? Are you still attached with those roots? Do you need to cut them off? Do you need to take care of that hole? What part, what stage are you in into really get rid of the old that it's not good for you and replace it with some good things? Okay, talk to you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.